Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Your full moon message under this eclipse. What do your guides, angels, ancestors, and loved ones have for you? And we do it again. And we're going to do it again. And I keep hearing, and we're going to try again. And we're not going to give up. And we're going to trust that something's needed to happen this way. And we have to accept. It doesn't always have to end how we thought it was going to end. Something feels like I'm tired of it. I feel like I've given so much of myself, but I have not been appreciated. So you're really sitting in this energy of I'm allowed to change my mind. I'm allowed to say yes. I'm allowed to say no. Like I am allowed just to be. I feel like for many of you, you feel a lot of pressure. You've been feeling a lot of pressure in the last couple of months of like, decide now. And you're like, I am not there yet, but I'm getting there. And I'm going to accept what is. I'm not forcing anything. I feel like communication that is pending with someone, whether it's a career, it's a partnership. I keep hearing you say, I'm going to speak when I'm ready, and I'm getting ready. But I don't want to say something that I don't want to say, and I don't want to rush into. Stop rushing me, I'm hearing. Stop rushing me. Believe me when I say I know what I want, and this is not what I want. I'm hearing I don't want to feel like I can't be myself. I feel like you keep saying, I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to feel like I have to always take the lead. I always have to push you. For some of you, it feels like that communication is pending because you're like sitting and analyzing, is it just me? It's kind of like we're like, am I tripping? Is this really what I'm feeling? Is this really what's happening? And maybe for a long time growing up for you, you were around a lot of people that gaslit you. So you're like, we're not doing that again. I'm not participating in that. You're ready for more. This full moon, this eclipse is lighting that fire in you. It's kind of like when you light a stove, estufa. That's like the image I get. And then like you're lighting it up and you're like, okay, I'm going. I'm choosing to take up space. I'm choosing to do more. I'm choosing to take it to the next level, whatever that might mean for you. There's this fear also of like, am I asking for too much? Am I doing too much? But I feel like Spirit is guiding you into a direction of you need to choose what makes you happy. You need to accept also that you've worked, I'm hearing from Spirit, you've worked very hard. And where you are today, it's because you've genuinely earned it. Accept it. Without apologizing, without feeling like, man, am I being too much? I don't know if you heard the honk in the background, but I feel like it's like that confirmation, like you're not asking for too much. This is what you genuinely deserve, and this is genuinely what you've worked very hard for. So let's sit in that opportunity and enjoy it. There's this fear of what if that opportunity that I want takes longer than I wanted, I'm hearing. And Spirit is saying, yeah, it's going to take a little bit longer. You have big dreams. You have big goals. Many of my earth signs, this season feels like we're hustling. We're getting things done. And you know that. There's a beautiful, this reminds me like of a mansion, of a home. It doesn't only have to be a big place, but to me, the energy that I'm feeling from my earth signs under this full moon and eclipse feels like abundant, joyful. And not abundant, not just tied to money. It is, but not just to money. It just feels like this is where I belong. And many of my earth signs, I say we, I'm a Virgo. Happy birthday to my Virgos, Virgo season. Estás donde tienes que estar, I'm hearing. I keep hearing like this feels like a fathering energy. He keeps walking back and forth and like trying to say something, but like, okay, I don't want to be too harsh on you, but you need to hear this. I feel like their personality was very blunt. What was I going to show you with this card? There's a home, and look at how beautiful. It's a big home. It's sitting on top of water. It feels like it has a lot of glitter and joyful. And it just feels like we're finding home again. We get to make that home, not the house, not the material things. We get to make that home. You're redefining how home looks. You're also redefining who you are. And I feel like this father is, going back and forth, father, grandfather. Apply it if it resonates. If not, don't force it. He's like, te voy a decir la verdad. I'm going to tell you the truth. Tienes que ponerte las pilas. Like, you have to get it going. Like, no more excuses. You have to focus on, he keeps saying you have to focus on your goal and your vision. And even though for some people that might not be realistic, it is for you. So stay in your lane. Stop allowing the noise of other people, gossip, worries, fears, whatever it is, the noise of others to hold you back. Because deep down inside, you know what you're doing. Yes, there's some things you need to change. I don't doubt it. And he's also saying, get off the fast track lane. You're not on a fast track lane. You need to be in the middle lane or more towards the end, and not in a bad way. But if you're also going towards the middle, towards the end lane, when you're thinking of driving, that means you're getting ready to eventually exit the freeway. So you're no longer going to be speed. You're being told this fastness that you've been going through, it's coming to an end. So don't lose hope. To me, that implies like you've been going through it. So this full moon, this eclipse energy, I feel like before the end of summer, you're finally exiting that energy of the freeway and you're saying, okay, I did that. I worked towards that. Now what's next? but your loved one is saying, and stop asking what's next. You have to live right now in the moment. You're playing your own game of chess. Checkers? I think that's the name of the game. The one that has the little blocks. And they're saying like, you get to now decide where you're moving towards. I'm also hearing this loved one say, you have to be very honest with yourself and the capacity that you can hold for your loved ones. It feels like you have a very mothering energy. You're very loving, you're very supportive, but I keep being taken to like another home, and it feels like there's a lot going on in that home, and Spirit is saying, you don't need to figure it all out for them. You don't need to figure it all out for others. Like right now, you need to figure it out for you, and you need to stay focused in your lane. What are you working towards? And I'm also hearing this loved one say, stop trying to convince them. They're not ready. A relationship, a friendship, a partner, somebody in your life feels like I'm just not there yet. And I'm hearing they're not ready also to say thank you, no. So stop trying to play the game of, let me see what I'm really picking up. I'm hearing just keep it real with me. Keep it real with me. Preparations come to fruition. Yes, ma'am. And you are dressed in red. I said red for a reason, but to me, dressed in red is like standing in your purpose, standing in your truth. Right now, though, the card is you are standing dressed in white, a new beginning. Number 42, a beautiful feminine energy, standing in this beautiful loving energy. There's a little seahorse, a little spirit animal. No te rindas. No dejes de disfrutar lo que está en tu vida ahorita. Like, don't give up and stop trying to not celebrate what you are really living, what you are really going through. Disfruta las cosas también que tal vez no sean tan grande. Like, enjoy also the small things that you might not think are that big. Or I feel like this loved one, lastly, is like this loved one is saying, and I want you to celebrate also this season because it took you a very long time. I feel a lot of emotions. I feel like it's in a way of them saying like, I've seen the hard work and I've seen the many doors that closed for you along the way, and you still stayed focused. And I know that there's a little bit of, like, it's not fucking fair kind of energy, excuse my French. But you did that, and you're going to continue. And dressed in white, nuevos comienzos. And we get to define what home looks like. And we will. Ay, cabrón. Sorry. Bottom of the deck, Garden of Venus, rest and renewal. And it's a little walkway. It's Venus energy, self-love, attraction, new beginnings. We actually have the full moon under the energy of Venus. So trust yourself. Thank you for the energy exchange. Bless.